Obviously, Jim is excited for himself, but he's also excited for you, like many of us here at the Success Connection System are. And you heard a little bit about mine and Mary's story on the Getting Connected tape that you saw on your decision pack, where we earned $70,000 profit our first year. And I'll tell you what, now it's gone on to be a steady, high, six-figure income year after year. We are able now to work from home, set our own hours when we want to, and be able to spend quality time with our children, which is so important to so many of you out there watching the tape right now. You know, this video is designed to take you step by step through building a business and setting up your business. And as you're watching this tape, you're going to be given different directives. You're going to be directed to fill out some forms, or maybe make a phone call, or to stop the tape and to do certain things. Well, it's okay. Do that when you're directed to. Definitely stop the tape, fill out the form, and do what you're supposed to do there. And by the way, don't watch this video all at one sitting. Just don't blow through it and power through it, because each step builds on the previous step, and it just follows in a format that will teach you and groom you as you're going. And, you know, by the way, as you're filling out the forms, you know, you might think that it's a little bit tedious, but I got to tell you, it's absolutely necessary, because the benefits that are received by being part of the particular form that you are filling out at the time is going to benefit you in so many different ways. So as you're going through the tape, it's okay to stop the tape and go back and review it and do it again and again if you need to. And, you know, you're not going to go through this tape, like I said, all at one time. It may take you a few days or a few weeks, but by the time you're through the whole tape, you're going to be so confident and that you know what to do, and confident about your business, and also be prepared to bring other people and teach them about your business. And so what I want you to do now is I'd like you to grab a pen and a paper and your Success Connection business pack, and create a working space, because you're going to be asked to do a couple of different things with the items that came in your Success Connection business pack, like look at a video, or pull out a manual, or pull out a product brochure, and we want you to have space to work on, and so you're prepared to do that. And in order to do this part of the tape, I'm going to reintroduce you or reconnect you to John and Leslie, which you've heard from, who, by the way, have been able to teach literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the world to achieve their dreams and goals, like we're hoping will happen for you and your family. So enjoy the tape. Here's John and Leslie.
Thanks, Larry and Jim, and we're really excited for you, because I know, you know, just by us following the step-by-step system that our mentors taught us, it was incredible for us. And so what you're going to be able to do is get this information and then teach it to your people, because the name of the game is duplication here. So what we want to do is get started right away. Turn to that first page here where, all right, we have the registration checklist, all right? And obviously we'll start right at the top, and the whole point of the checklist, again, is just to help you stay organized as to what section that you're at, what you've gotten done, what you have to get done. Plus, this is going to be a great follow-up system for your mentor helping you, and then for you to help your people. Because, see, we're going to teach you the business, and then we're going to teach you how to teach the business, because duplication, like I said, is so important here, okay? So first thing, you're viewing the registration session of the launch video. Check it off, all right? Next thing, we now have the business pack, and we want to confirm with you exactly what you got in the business pack and how to take advantage of that right now, okay? So why don't we get started with that? First of all, in your Success Connection business pack, you have the mini IBP here, okay? International Business Pack from Herbalife. Now, you know, we're going to go through the forms with you in just a moment, where we have the application for distributorship, some of the other forms. We don't want to just explain, you know, what to do, fill them out. We're going to show you why you do what you do too, okay? But we'll get into that in just a moment. What we really want to get into right now more, though, is, you know, you want to be sure that you take the samples, okay? Because using the product truly is so important, because you want to develop your own story so you can now start telling people the results that have happened to you. Because, you know, one thing that we always teach people, it's more important how you feel about what you say than the actual words that you say. And people are going to always say, well, do you take the product, or what do you take? Do you really like it? And so, personally, I believe the more product you take, the more money you make, because you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, people are going to see that in you. Plus, you have a story on so many different products. So in your kit, you get the samples here from the company, but also what you got in the Success Connection pack is your Quick Start program. All right, and your mentor will go through that with you, but you definitely want to get on the product that you have here. You've got your Formula 1 shake, and depending upon if you're just taking it for good health and energy, then you have 1 shake a day. Mix it with juice or milk, whatever you normally drink. You can put it in yogurt. Just eat it up, pour it over cereal. There's people who mix it in coffee. There's many different ways. Your mentor can go through that with you. We have also in the Herbalife manual that we'll talk about, that'll give you some ideas too. You take your tablets, because here you have cellular nutrition. We talked about that in the last tape. Very important. You want to get the effects of that for your health. And by the way, for weight loss, it's going to come off so fast, especially you take the Thermogenic green and beige products here. Unbelievable, okay? Burns up the body fat, turns it into energy, cuts the appetite. So definitely get on the product. You're going to hear this over and over and over again, okay? Now, in the kit, what you're also going to have, you have the Herbalife manual. And this is going to be a really good tool for you, both for reference, and actually it's a tool that you can use for the business too. I mean, I know as a new person, sometimes, you don't know exactly maybe how to present the company or the product. Well, they've actually put this together. So let's say somebody, says, well, how does, tell me about Herbalife, tell me about the company. And you can say, well, it got started by a young man named Mark Hughes. And if you forgot the story, you can just read the story. His mom passed away from trying to take off weight, and he got motivated to help people. We got the combination of the Chinese, knowledge of herbals and health and vitamins, and put together this incredible program. And then the figures that you always want to remember are, is basically what happened to you, obviously, what happened to other people, and within the Herbalife story, you just want to tell people about the millions and millions of people that have already been helped with the company for so many years in about 50-plus countries, billions of dollars in business. So of course it works. And from there, you can just keep turning the pages. I'm not going to go through a whole presentation, but you have the doctors in here. You've got the whole listing of products. And again, if you forget what the products do, it's right here, written out for you. And then when people have questions, what happens? You just show them, hey, this is how it works. You just show them stories. It's so simple. And the same thing with the opportunity. Keep turning the pages. And right here, you have 2 pages here, a couple pages, breaks down how we make money. And so your sponsor will show you that. It's in some of our training tapes, too, that we have with the Success Connection. You'll get all the details on that. But like I said, great reference. At the same time, it's going to be a tool to help you make money today. I mean, immediately. Okay? Also, at some point, you're going to want to go through the other parts of your manual, where we actually have a section from the company called Success Starter, where it goes through getting started, some of the basics of the business, ideas on retail and customer care, follow-up with clients, the marketing plan, more information on that. And you do want to get clear about how the marketing plan works. But again, we're going to walk you through that. We have other tools to help you, but you want to take advantage of the marketing plan for sure, and we'll show you all of that. Goal setting. This is really important, and we're going to talk about that today. Sharing the opportunity with people, success training, plans of action. And so in here, this is a great supplement, to what the Success Connection is going to show you too, okay? So you have all of this. You want to take, at some point, read this, okay? I know we have a lot of materials, and that's why just take it step by step. I mean, think about it. People go to college. I actually went to college for 4 years. Often then to become a professional, you have to go to get a master's degree. You go and for doctors, years and years of school and education. And, I'm sure some people might think, well, I'm getting all this education for, the pure gain of knowledge. somehow I don't quite buy it. I think most people do it for the pure gain of cash. Okay, they want to be a doctor or a lawyer. They want to be a business professional, and they're spending all this money, all this time, years and years, to make themselves more valuable to the marketplace. You know, and what happens? Yes, some people do very well. A lot of people, let me tell you, they're not quite where they thought they were going to be after all that time and effort. So here's something. Here's an opportunity where you just really, you know, be patient, yet do the work. I'm telling you, it's not going to take years and years and years. We made money our first month, okay? We continue to make money and grow. But just be patient. Take the time to learn the materials, because for things to change, you have to change. Things to become better, you have to become better. But because our product works so well, and because our system works so well, we're not talking about major changes. Some simple things we're going to be sharing with you on the tape today, okay? So you do want to take the time at some point, maybe at night, you know, maybe in the morning, go through the materials. And then also in Herbalife, they have another section here, and this goes through more the sales and marketing plan. This gets into depth about how the marketing plan works, you know, some of the rules and regulations of conduct, which is so important because now, you know, we're in over 50 countries around the planet, and this way, the Herbalife company protects all of us to make sure that everybody is following the, you know, the rules, because, by the way, 99% of the people out there, there's no problem at all. Once in a while, you might get some people that sometimes, by the way, just because of being aggressive, they might make a mistake here and there that they're not supposed to do within the rules. And you know what's interesting? The more you get involved with this, and the more you understand like how the marketing plan works and how the rules are you know, put inside here, that you realize it's actually done not to inhibit us, but actually to help us all make our businesses grow faster and faster and faster and protect the business so it will be here for years and years and years. So you definitely want to take some time, go through the materials that you have in the distributor pack. Definitely try out the products as we talked about, okay? Now, let's move on. So making sure that you have everything here. Also, now, let's talk about, so from the company, from Herbalife itself, you have the International Business Pack. Then, in your pack, we have some materials that the Herbalife company has put together and put out there, and one of them is the marketing plan tape, okay? Some familiar faces, but you know, Leslie and I have had the opportunity and the privilege to help a lot in the company, and we're happy to do that. Okay, we love the company, and we know what it's done for so many people, and the fact that this can also help our own distributors, fantastic. Okay, but on the marketing plan tape, this really will get you into more details about how the company works in terms of the marketing plan, how to take advantage of it though too. All right. Take the time. This is something you do want to watch, I'd say, in the next week here, okay? Also, another great tool, the Personalize Your Program video. Leslie's on here, Mary's on here, another important part of the Success Connection. Dr. Jamie, unbelievable. Wait till you see. She has many tapes out with the company, going into more details about the product. But what's great, Leslie and Mary on here go through the products in such a way that not only are you going to learn about the product, but you're going to be able to put this tape in front of somebody who expresses an interest in losing weight, feeling better, wanting to look better. And, you know, if you're shy like I was at the beginning, no problem. Give them the tape, and they're going to walk, because, by the way, with this tape, there's an actual checklist in here. People can take out the checklist, follow along with the tape, check off what products they want. When it's over, you call them, fill the order, okay? Great tool. Plus, as you watch this, you also want to take some notes yourself to learn how they describe the product, okay? And so now you'll know what to say, and it's interesting. I know that when I got started, I would listen to audio cassettes, I would watch the tapes, and I would do it over and over, frankly. I mean, don't get me wrong. We don't want you to do that all day long, okay? But when I was in the car, or maybe a half an hour a day, I go to take one more step as I had already seen the basic material. And all of a sudden, I'd be in a situation, somebody would ask a question, make a comment, whatever, and I'd find myself just parroting what I had heard on the tape. See, just duplication again, all right? So this is a great tool for you. Now, this is another one, too. In your distributor package, by the way, you get your button, This is an easy way to advertise. Costs nothing. By the way, I know if you're like I was, when I first put it on, I felt like it was a satellite dish, okay? I felt kind of silly, but now I feel more silly when I don't have the button on when I'm out and about. Why? This gets you business. It creates conversation, and you just, by the way, all you do is share some stories. We have a few simple questions. We'll share that with you. And if somebody's interested in Sirius, believe me, it is easy to get the order, okay? So we've got all of that. Anything else from the Herbalife company you think we need to... Oh, yes, the material's here.
Well, actually, the Success Connection puts this in your package as well, because we know you're going to be wanting to use all of the materials, and as you're doing that, you might want to have a small little tablet container. I carry this in my purse all the time, and then the large tablet container, this is something else that can be purchased through the company, and this is the one that I travel with, so this goes in my suitcase. But with the Success Connection, you'll get a small one of these for your purse, a little powder container for your protein shakes or your low-carb, high-protein mixes, and also you get a measuring tape so you can keep track of how many inches that you lose along the way.
In your Success Connection business pack, you have the Success Connection materials, okay? So in there, you're going to get the launch video. Obviously, you're watching it, okay? So we have that. You're working with that right now. Then the manual, again, you should be working with that. This is something, really, make sure you know where it is. It's going to be such a tool for you as you build this business that it's going to accelerate the growth so fast. So, definitely know where it is. Take advantage of that, all right? And then... You've already gotten the packages, material from the first package, second package. It's good to go over that again, just so as you start dealing with the people that are coming in through the internet, are coming in through your book orders, as you meet, maybe you hand out a friendship CD, you'll just be reminded of what they've heard and, how to talk about it more fluently, okay? You just feel more comfortable, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, now, why don't we go, so I think that's basically all the material that we have to go through. So this is what you should have. Now, let's go through the list. And this is the next part. You have...
What we're doing here is we want you to just confirm that everything that's in here is in your package. Now, from time to time, we may switch videos or put different materials in. Even the products that were sent to you in your package, technology is always changing in nutrition, so we might put an even bigger and better product in there for you. So if you don't have exactly every single thing that we show you, we probably found something better that we put in instead.
Okay. Now, before we get into the next checklist here, one of the things that we want to go over is how to take advantage of the marketing planner. Even more specifically, how the marketing plan can work for you. Okay? So this is the how to make how we make our profit section. So Les, do you want to start with that?
Sure. What we have here is a little plan. I'm a very visual learner, and so I like to see everything laid out for me. And what we have a plan here where it shows you how you could make $120,000 in a year or $240,000 a year, anywhere up to, we have it up to $3.6 million for those of us who really like to dream big and think big. But just a little bit of philosophy about our company. It's really important. We've stressed product usage a lot. This is the key to the whole business, is the consumable product that people get results on. And that is key. And so one of the first things that you want to make sure that you're doing every single day is using the product. It's just part of our job description as distributors with our company. And so you get that product usage. It's just vital to your business.
And by the way, on this, you have... let's face it, we all wash our hair, you wash your face, you have different product, vitamin C, whatever. One thing you want to do, you have to realize, you have a business. You have a product line that is yours, okay? This is not, that Herbalife company stuff. This is yours. This is your business. These are the products that you make, or not you make, but that you represent. So, for example, if you're Vidal Sassoon with the hair products, okay? I really doubt he goes out and buys Revlon, okay? So here you want to use your own products. So you have a story to tell, and think about around the house. So become familiar with the products, because you're going to get a great deal on it, all right? We all are getting it at wholesale. Plus, it is the highest quality, best products out there. And then also, it's interesting, once we did a little study, and as you develop a team, and your team is just, for example, using the shampoo and rinse. Because sometimes people won't always talk about it because it's not quite as dramatic a result as weight loss or something or more energy. As a team starts using the shampoo and rinse, they're looking better, but they're also making more money with and it gets this mentality of people of thinking about it's their company. You see, this is a total becomes part of their life in terms of being aware of taking advantage of what they have here. Okay.
Okay, so the bottom line is you want to buy products from your own store, and just look at the list of all the products that we have to offer. Check off what you already use. If you don't want to be buying from somebody else, which is really what John was saying, you want to be buying from your own store. So anything that you use in your house, you need to start buying it from your own store. So you're going to have a certain amount of your own usage in products every single month. And what we're going to show you is a plan here where you can, if you just do 2,500 volume points every single month, that's very conservative, very low. Whenever we use projections, we do it very conservatively so that nobody can say, oh yeah, but I can't do that. Okay, we want to duplicate distributors doing 2,500 volume points every single month. So that's the figure that we used in our plan. Now, how do you do 2,500 volume points a month? In our plan here, which this is too small for you to see right now, but we'd like you to follow along in your manual, we show 200 volume points in personal usage. And, for me, that's low because I use everything and I'm my own best customer. But, again, we're being conservative. And then let's say that you're doing your business and we have the retail component to our business. You're retailing the products. And let's say you're doing it fairly part-time and you're just getting 2 new customers each week. Okay, 2 new customers a week. And most people buy an average of about $100 worth of product or 100 volume points. So let's say that you're getting 8 new customers a month. And then after a few months you've been doing this and you have people who purchase the products over and over and over again. We call those people repeat customers, okay, because the product is consumable. They get a result, they're going to want to buy the products every month, and in fact, they tend to buy more products as time goes on. So let's say that you have a retail base of just 10 customers or repeat customers who buy the products from you every single month. So that means your 8 new customers each month do 800 volume points in a total, $100 a piece. And then the retail base of 10 active customers also do 100 volume points every month. So that's 1,000 volume points. So, so far right there we have 2,000 volume points. And let's say that you've started to show the business to some people and they just become very part-time, buy a package and get a discount on the products, and they're just using it themselves and maybe selling to a couple people that they know. So we call those wholesale customers. So we have retail and now we have wholesale, and those are distributors that you sell the product to. Okay, so let's say you just have 2 wholesale customers buying products from you each month, and they're buying on average 250 volume points per month. So that's another 500 volume points here. So between your own personal usage, your retail base, your wholesale base, you do 2,500 volume points every single month. And that's a very conservative, very easy way to show you how you're going to do that kind of volume.
By the way, real quick, just to kind of touch on the last point, also you're going to find distributors, okay? People that also want to work the business. Maybe they're in Category 2, want to build up some supplemental income. Maybe they're actually in Category 3 and want to build financial independence, okay? Those people are going to come in just like you, or many of you, where, or like us, where in the first month I ended up doing 4,000 in business, you see? Well, that'll also go towards your production, and we're going to share with you on the tape today how that's going to help you achieve special trainings that the company puts on. By the way, you're going to make more money, but also special trainings, promotions, there's getaway weekends and vacations. So we'll get into all of that throughout the tape.
Okay, thanks, John. That was a good point. So, I mean, whether you're doing lead generation through the mail order program, or maybe you're doing none of that. You're just doing very part-time. You're just telling some people that you know that hate their boss or hate their job or need extra money. You're just telling them about the business. You're going to be sponsoring a few people in the business. Now, in our first stage here, in our example, we show that this is you, and that you now have found 3 people who also want to do the business, okay? And here's where the magic of duplication comes in. When I first heard that term, I didn't really understand it at all. You know, I had no clue, but watch this. If you know how to do 2,500 volume points every single month, and we gave you an example of how you can do that, could you teach 3 other people how to do 2,500 volume points every single month and get them to that supervisor level? If you could do that, here's what happens to you. You're going to make your wholesale and retail profit every month, and then you will earn a 5% royalty override on their volume every single month. You heard John talk in a previous video about music royalties and that kind of thing. This is where that residual income that we talked about starts kicking in. So if you had 3 people that did 2,500 volume points each per month, you would get, that would be a total of 7,500 volume points. You would earn 5% of that. So your royalty override for those 3 people's volumes would be 375 royalty points per month. Okay, now times 12 months, because they do it every month. We're teaching them how to duplicate that same process every month. That's 4,500 in royalty points, or royalty override. That's basically a US dollar every single month. Okay, now, add your retail and your wholesale profit on top of that, which in our example, that would be $1,000 a month, 1,000 US dollars a month, times 12 months, so that would be $12,000 per year you're making on that wholesale and retail profit. Add that to the royalty check, and that's $16,500 in extra income. Okay, now, could you do this fast? Could you do it slow? That's the beauty of this business, is you can do it on your own pace. I've seen people do this and get 3 people their first, second, or third month. I've seen people take a year to do that because that's the pace they wanted to go at. And $16,500 in extra income for that year to some people could save a marriage, could have them be able to keep their homes and keep their cars. Okay, let's go to stage 2. And in stage 2, again, this could be as fast as slow as you want. In stage 2, here we go with the duplication again. Those 3 people that you sponsored directly duplicate what they've done also. And so now on this second generation here, you have 3 more distributors doing 2,500 volume points every single month, okay? So now you have a total of 3, 6, 9 people on that second generation. You still have your 3 people on your first generation, and you're still making your $1,000 in wholesale and retail profit selling your product every month. So now let's see how that translates, okay? 2,500 volume points times 12 supervisors. See, you've got 9 here and 3 here, is 30,000 volume points per month. You get times 12 months is 360,000 volume points per month. Isn't that unbelievable how that adds up?
Per year.
Per year. Sorry. Okay, I'm
You're thinking big, though.
I'm
I like
sorry.
that.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. Okay, that's 360,000 volume points in a year. You earn a 5% royalty check on that. That's $18,000 in royalty points or royalty overrides that year. Now, in Herbalife, and you'll see this in the marketing plan video, at that level, you would also get what we call another 2% production bonus. You're on what we call the global expansion team. And again, watch the marketing plan videotape for details, but you would also earn another $7,200 in bonuses. Okay, add that all up at the end. You have your royalty income, your bonus income, your $12,000 in profit from the sales of your personal products, and that's $37,200 in extra income. Okay, now in our example here, 2,500 is very conservative. We threw in another example of if instead of doing 2,500, you did 5,000 volume points and duplicated that process. Instead of earning 37,200, you'd earn $74,400 US dollars that year for doing 5,000 volume points. All of these people doing 5,000 instead of 2,500.
And by the way, there are a lot of people in the company making that kind of money in a relatively short time. As Leslie said, this might take you a few months, might take you a couple years to do, but any way you want to go, whatever your pace, we're going to work with you.
Okay, now of course we have to go to the next level. Now those 9 supervisors on that second generation have now duplicated this process. And so now each of those 3 have 3, and so that means now you have 3, 6, 9 supervisors here. 9 times 3 is 27, so you have 27 supervisors doing 2,500 volume points per month on that third generation. You still have your 9 on this generation, your second generation, and you have your original 3. You're doing your 2,500 in volume. Let's look at what happens to the numbers now. I get excited about this because I am so visual. Okay, now you've got a total of 40 supervisors doing 2,500 volume points per month. So that's 100,000 volume points times 12 months is 1.2 million volume points per year. Those numbers add up so fast. Now you earn a 5% royalty on that volume. 5% of 1.2 million is $60,000 in royalty overrides that you earn on that on this little organization here, the third stage of duplication. Now, at that level, you're on what we call the millionaire team in our company. You're entitled to another 4% bonus on that, and so that's an additional $48,000 $48,000 in bonus, and now your total for the year is $120,000 if you have 3 generations of supervisors who have duplicated each other doing 2,500 volume points per month. Okay? Is that realistic? It is absolutely realistic.
Actually, Lori and I did that in our second year.
Is that right?
Actually, more than that.
More than that, yes. I remember your story.
Yeah.
And you know, what's exciting about this, and by the way, it never ever happens exactly like this, where you just get 3 who get 3 who get 3. It never happens like that. Some people do a lot more volume. You know, we have people doing, 8, 10, 15, 20,000 volume points in a month. And then we have some people that do 500 volume points in a month. So it never happens exactly like this, but here's a strategy that you can work on to build your business. Okay, now of course, we had to do it where you're doing 5,000 volume points. And listen to this number. Instead of 120,000 volume points, if you duplicated this process with 5,000 volume points, instead of earning $120,000, you would earn $240,000. That's
cool.
a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
And, by that time, you're probably not part-time anymore.
Maybe not.
Okay, now I just have to throw this in here because, when I was working out these numbers, I thought, gee, what if we did it with 5 people instead of just 3? Because we always love to have these big numbers. Look at this. Again, you have it in front of you so you can see the numbers, but in stage 3, you would be earning, instead of $120,000, if you duplicated with 5 people instead of 3, $523,500 US dollars, and should we go for 10?
Go for it.
$3.6 million.
And
okay?
When you see this, you might think, oh, come on, nobody can make that. But actually, we have people in the company making more than that, okay? So this is not something that we're hoping might work one day. Oh, I don't know. It's already happening. And what's key, it's now happening faster than it happened for people before. Why? Because we have the credibility with the products, all the results for so many years. We know what we're doing, no matter what the person's background, young, old, rich, poor, broke, whatever. We can absolutely get them a plan of action, and the support system is superb.
Yeah, and the way that I use this is, you know, I, for example, had no clue how to do any of this. I didn't know what duplication was. I've never been in business. And, you know, I know that most of the people that I talk to about the business, all they know is they need to make some money, but they don't know how they're going to do this. And if I show them this, you know, in my mind and in their mind, I'm saying, okay, do you think that you could just do 2,500 volume points? Could you just get this many customers? Could you just sponsor this many distributors that want to make some money? Yes, they can, because this is a very conservative estimate. And then it really helps them to see that they can do this. This is not pie in the sky. They can really do this. It's a conservative approach, and they could even do it very part-time if they want to.
Okay.